Hi everybody, Simon here, Drowning in Love, number 7. Getting towards the end of the story. Joe had got some brochures from May's shop. They'd met. Fate had put them together at last. He had the lightning bolt, the thunder, lightning struck him. He's in awe. Can't believe such a beautiful woman speaks such good English. Remember, he's no family, never been married. Why now is he being struck like this? Who knows? Only a few more weeks left of this holiday. He's taken the brochures back to his hotel. He's looked at them all. He's going to have to book a couple of day trips. He's found a condo that's only half built, not far from Patong Beach in Phuket, and it's the best of all of the ones you've seen. Price is right, but he doesn't want to buy half built. He wants to wait till it's finished. It's going to be after Christmas before it's finished, so he's thinking everything's good. A couple more shifts back on the USA company, a couple more certifications to do. I can then sell everything in the US, or maybe rent it for now, but I can leave that company, come and buy the condo, start work for in the Asian area for the companies. Everything's looking good, all on target, fabulous. On this morning he comes in to the bar, so he's been out, he's had breakfast, comes around to the bar, gets a drink. Nan's in the shop, May's not there yet. He's got all his brochures and he's thinking, how I need to get a date with this girl. I must get a date. Anyway, he sees May arrive. She didn't spot him. Gives her a few minutes to settle down, pays his tab. Beautiful day, sea's blue, sun's out. It's right. In he goes, walks in, says hi to Nan. Nan smiles and hi. Says, morning May, and May smiles. Oh Joe, how are you? Take a seat. And he sits down. He just tries to make some pleasantries with them, and yeah, all this. Anyway, pulls out the brochures and he books a one-day trip to Koh Phi Phi Island. He wants to, because that's the main big island in that sort of bay estuary, and he books a half-day trip. James Bond Island, a couple of the other islands. Not really fussed on the beach stops and things, so he books 2 trips with her, which is going to be at the end of the week. One on the Friday, one on the Monday. Pays all the monies and says, that's brilliant, thank you very much. And then he plucks up the courage and says to May, you've been so good to me and helpful. I would love to take you out for dinner. Can we go for dinner? Any restaurant you like? And May, oh, I'm really sorry, it's just really busy at the moment and it's not really professional. I've got so much happening at the end of this week. I'm going to have to say no. Really sorry. Slap across his face. On your bike, Joe. And he's deflated and he's, oh, okay, I understand fully. He says, thanks very much. I'll see you girls soon. Up he goes, out. Again, he's embarrassed, so round the corner, heads up the road. He's booked his trips. Moving on down the week, he goes off on the Phi Phi Island, has a good day, really good. Walked around the islands and walked up to the top, and loads of photos. Looked at the coastline, of course, and the water and the oceanography. That's on the Friday. The weekend, he's pops back down to the bar. Doesn't see May. Nan's there. He thought, I'll wait till May's there and I'll go and tell her about the trip, but he doesn't see her. Weekend flies by. Monday he goes off and does the half day, comes back after lunch about 2ish. He's right, now I've got to go and see if I can get this date again. And he goes back down to the bar, grabs a drink, looks in, only Nan again. Oh, where's May gone? And he thinks, oh, I've got to check, see what's happening. Pays his bar, in he goes. Hi Nan, how are you? Hi Joe. Says, is May about? He says, no, May's gone to Malaysia for a week to sort out all these big tours that we're doing. Oh, his heart dropped. She'll be back at the end of the week, Friday or Saturday. A week, he's not going to see her. Oh, and he's deflated again. He said, oh, she said, can I help? He said, I'll wait till May comes back. I'd like to deal with May. And Nan just smiles and, yeah, she knows. Yeah, said, thanks a lot. I'll come in next week. Off he goes. So he's found his condo. He's starting to fall for a girl that's not fussed with him at all, really. He's in Phuket. He's just like a kid in a candy shop, you know. But he can't reach that candy. Anyway, he's just the whole week he just sort of mulls around and a bit sad and spends some time at the hotel, bit of shopping. Long week for him, very long week. Eventually the week goes by, the weekend. Come the Monday, down to the bar. Nan's again, but no May. So he's right, got to find out. He goes in, hi Nan. He said, oh May, I'll be in a couple of hours. And he thinks, oh great. He said, do you think she'll come out for lunch? And Nan said, no, too busy. So what about if I buy you girls lunch as a thank you for my trips? And Nan's, oh, that's a good idea, yeah, free food, of course. And she tells him what they'd like and where he can buy it. Thinks, I'll be back in a couple of hours and I'll bring you lunch. That's it, he's got a present. Out he goes. Goes round to where the cafes are that she's pointed, just to sort of check out the area. And he finds another bar, sits down, has a drink. A couple of hours shoot by. In he goes to the cafe, orders all the food, put it all in takeaway bags, great. Doesn't matter what the price is, but it's not a lot. And he heads back to the shop, and as he comes round into the shop, May's there. She's got a customer with her. So he thinks, okay, and he goes and sits down by Nan and puts all the packages on the table. She's like, she grabs all the bags of food and it turns around to the little kitchen bit at the back. She goes and starts putting it all out on plates and things, or polystyrene boxes onto plates and things. Customer finishes with May. Off he goes, and immediately Joe pounces, hi May, how was your trip? And May's surprised that he knows about it, and he's like, oh, it was very good, really busy, and we've got some work off it, and really good. And she said, how's your trips? And he starts explaining how great they were and everything. And they brought her lunch as a thank you. And at that point Nan turns around and puts all the food on the tables, and May's, oh, that's fantastic, thank you so much. And they all sit and eat lunch, and all lovely, pleasantries. This time Joe doesn't ask for another date. He thinks, I'll come back in to get a try again. And he finishes all that, says goodbye, said, I'm thinking about some more trips, I'll come and see you. And May's, oh, fantastic, bye bye, thanks for lunch. Off he goes. Again, not to his bar, round the corner back. He's sat in his hotel plotting how he can get different types of date with her. Oh. Tuesday, next day, again he's round. It seems that Nancy opens up the shop. May comes in later, 11, 12ish, but she stays there right through till about midnight every day. And he's round at his bar, got his drink. In he goes to Nan. Hi Nan, is May in today? Yes. So maybe look at some other trips, I don't know. And Nan says, Joe, tomorrow is May's birthday, and at 6 in the evening we're going to celebrate, we're going to close the shop, we're going to go and have a picnic on the beach. Would you like to come? I think May would like that. And Far's coming, and it'll just be the four of us. Well, he's not going to say no, is he? She says, I'll bring all the food. Far's going to bring the blankets and the bits and pieces, Catherine. Could you maybe bring some drink? And she tells him what to bring. Wine. Okay. The bottles of wine. That's it. He thinks, right, I'm not going to see May today. He's like, oh, he's won the lottery. Fabulous. Okay. Out he goes. Avoids that area for the day. Next day he's thinking, oh, I won't go in. I'll just, because it's a bit of a surprise probably, I'll just float around the hotel for the day. Goes off, buys some wine. Buys 3 or 4 bottles, over the top of course. And he thinks, birthday. Maybe I'll get May a birthday present. But it can't be too personal. Not at this stage. What stage? Flower shop, and he finds a beautiful orchid in a flower pot that she'd be able to put on her desk, or on one of the desks in the office in the shop. And he gets this orchid, gets it all wrapped up lovely. Brilliant. Come 5:30, Nan had explained where on the beach they were going to be. 5:30, he's there floating around on the beach already. They don't come till 6 o'clock. It's this guy just walking around in circles on the beach. Maybe you've seen him. With bottles of wine and flowers. On Patong Beach. 6 o'clock, they close the shop. Around they come, Far's there, and Nan and May. They come down to the beach, and May's surprised, you know, of all this. This is wonderful. And then she sees Joe with bags and stuff, and they, oh. And Nan explains, oh, I invited Joe, I hope you don't mind. Oh, that's fine, yeah. They get on the beach, they set up the blanket, the picnic baskets and all the rest of it. Anyway, they start drinking and eating bits of food that Nan had brought. And then, oh, maybe after an hour, they're getting a little bit tipsy. Nan and Far say, look, we've got to go. We've got some other stuff to do. Great picnic, thanks very much, we'll leave you two, we'll see you tomorrow. And they make their excuses, and Nan winks at Joe. I mean, she just set him up for a date that he couldn't get himself. Good girl. May's getting a little bit tipsy. At this point, Joe pulls out the present and says, May, I've bought this for you. It's a thank you for everything you've done for me and my appreciation, blah blah blah. And she opens it all up and she says, oh, this is beautiful. Remember, he's a little bit tipsy. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. And just leans over and sort of pats him on the arm. Okay. And then she opens up a bit and starts asking him about his job, because she'd never asked. And he briefly, over 5 minutes, explained what his job is, and she's quite amazed and wow, this is all exciting. Then he spins the table and asks her, how come you're not married or had kids, or if you don't mind me asking? Because she's tipsy, she starts blurting it all out. Maybe she's held it in for so long, I don't know, but not told many people. But she came out with the whole story of the guy, the problems, all the abuse, and how that put her off a relationship and focused her on her work and the business so much. That's why she's so driven. And she talks for a good half an hour, at which point she stops and ends up sort of tearful. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have told you all this and burdened you with my problems, and perfect English, and starts apologising. And Joe immediately, look, honestly, it's so nice you've confided in me, and I won't talk to anyone about this, and it's really nice and really, really lovely. At which point he says, maybe it's time for you to go home, and says to her, I've only got a couple more days left. Do you think we could, I could take you for a meal, a lunchtime or an evening meal? And May says, let's have a lunch together. 2 days later, we'll have a lunch together. So she says, let me pay it, so my thank you for your generosity. At which point he helps pack everything up, and May said, I'm going back to the shop. So he walks back to the shop with her. She's a little bit tipsy. She's going back to work. She opens the shop up again. He carries all the stuff into the shop. Says, brilliant evening, thank you. And she leant forward and pecked him on the cheek. First contact. At which point he exits and thinks, I'm not pushing my luck. I've got a dinner date. A couple of days later, off he goes. These next couple of days fly by. Dinner date comes. He comes in, grabs her from the shop. They go down the beach, midway down near his hotel, nice restaurant. And he says, let me pay because I'm going for a better restaurant and I'm a man, just the way I've been brought up. And she's, alright, whatever. And they have a beautiful Thai meal and sit and talk about life for an hour and a half. Starting to get to know each other. And May's actually starting to show an interest in him. He's been a perfect gentleman. They have a lovely lunch. And Joe says, look, I've got to go tonight. I'm off back stateside, but I'm coming back in the first week or so of December. Maybe I can come and see you and we can carry on from here. May, yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be absolutely fine. He walks her back to the shop, says his goodbyes to Nan, and says, see you soon. And off he goes, skipping up the road. He's starting to get obsessed with May. But it's fate putting them together, maybe. That's it. Joe's heading off to the USA. And we've gone a bit longer today, but let's leave it there. We'll see you on episode 8. Bye for now.